But we're going to talk about doing the pinwheels.
Okay.
Oh, I love pinwheels.
And do you love doing them one at a time? Every little square?
Not really. No, I'd rather do more than one.
Right?
Yes.
So in the pattern, we're going to do 2 at a time.
Okay.
And we only need 4. So you're going to cut out 2 6.5-inch pieces of fabric.
Okay.
And
Contrasting fabric,
contrasting fabric, yes, because you want your pinwheel to show
right.
up.
Okay.
And then you're going to draw an X from corner to corner. And from there, you're going to sew on either side of the line.
Okay.
Super easy. So you just have a big old X on your fabric. Now, that looks like you're only going to get 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
But wait, there's more. So now we're going to draw, we've got our X line. Now we're going to draw our line in the center vertically and horizontally.
Okay.
And these lines become your cut lines.
Okay.
So if we cut this, and a rotating mat is awesome for this.
So we're actually making 8
Yes.
at a time.
You're making
Half square.
8 half-square triangles.
yes,
But
Yes.
two,
but only
but
2
two
pinwheels.
And
Okay, because
two
you're going
pinwheels.
to
Okay.
sew the 4 of them together.
I
Yes.
love that.
That is, this is the best.
Yeah.
So it's kind of scary cutting, that extra 2 cuts because you don't want to, you don't want to do this over again if you don't have to. But this
No pressure.
is
No
such
pressure,
a
Fern.
magical way.
I love that idea.
Okay.
Oh, this is great.
Yes.
So now we've got, like you said, we've got 8 half square triangles.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
so Fern, once again, tell us a little bit. We've matched up 2 larger squares, right sides together,
Right sides together.
and then we're just drawing diagonals, almost like a star or snowflake, with an asterisk.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
right.
Exactly.
And I just started with an X because I knew that's where I was going to sew. So I did and I love using the magic ruler.
That's nice.
Yeah.
You want to follow those lines. And then you're going to sew on either side.
Okay, so the goal is to sew a 1/4 inch on both sides of the line.
Either side of your line.
Okay.
On your big X.
Nice.
And then you're going to draw a plus sign. So you're going to go halfway, which is about 3 1/4
Okay.
in.
Okay.
And those are your cut lines.
Okay.
So now your line that you sewed on either side has become a cut line.
Nice.
And then your
So we're
vertical and
multiplying
horizontal.
and adding at the same time.
Without
We
even
are doing
thinking
some
about
math.
it. That's right.
Yes.
That is so awesome.
Yes, I like that math.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it freaks you out, don't think about it.
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah.
Think of the picture.
Yes.
Draw my picture.
Exactly. All
So-
right. So Fern, what's next?
So next, if you just sew these together in pinwheels, your pinwheel is going to be a little wonky.
Okay.
Because we don't all do a perfect 1/4 inch, or sometimes it stretches because you're on the bias
right.
and stuff. And so we want to square them up.
Okay.
And
I'm a big fan of squaring.
Big fan of squaring up. So I used the Doug Lico ruler and
Fun.
I wouldn't have thought to use the Doug Lico
Yeah,
ruler
me
for
either.
squaring up, but that's a great suggestion.
yeah,
Yeah,
So
I love that.
what's it called? The Doug Lico
Doug Lico
mini
folded corner.
mini simple folded corner.
Mini.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You can read better than I can. And so what I did is I took my 2.5 inch.
Let's just put it so they
line.
can see it better. There we
So
go.
my 2.5 inch line, and I laid that right above the seam where I sewed.
Above it,
Just
a
what do we call
thread?
it? A titch or a thread?
a thread,
or,
one
yes.
thread above. Okay.
Yes. And that's going to give me my 2.5 inch. So then I can trim it,
Okay.
and then I'm going to iron it open to the dark side, and I'll end up with this one magically on TV.
Yeah. Okay.
So then I end up with my 2 inch.
I love that.
Oh, I love
So-
being able to do 8 at a time.
8 at a time.
Instead of
right? Instead of
doing one or two.
I know, labor
that's a lot of
intensive,
work, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
So
So
instead of
let's-
getting one goose, you're getting the entire flock.
Yes.
That's
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
I should have brushed up on my goose
On your
terms.
geese terms.
Yeah,
Geese goose.
I've been working all morning on the puns.
It's a gaggle of geese.
Yeah,
right?
there you go.
Okay.
That's right.
Hey.
I love it. Okay, so we've created our
let's-
flock of geese.
Yep. And so
Okay.
let's iron these.
Okay.
Okay.
Or press those.
All right.
Towards
the dark.
The darker side.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So over here at the ironing table, I'm just going to set the seam by adding a little bit of heat to it and then press out. When I press, I don't want to stretch my seams. I am just simply putting the iron onto them. Just holding it like that. All right, so I'm going to do this on all four. And then we're going
Or eight,
going
'cause
to
we
sew
would
these
normally have
together.
8. Yeah.
Right. There we go, and one more. And press to the dark. All right,
Perfect.
there we go, Fern.
Okay. So now we need to make our pinwheel, right? Mm-hmm. So we're going to, this is the fun part. It's like a puzzle.
Yeah.
That is so cute. Love that.
Isn't that cute?
That is so cute.
Okay. And then we're just going to flip them over and remember what side you're going to sew on. So at
That's
this,
a good thing.
Yeah.
Because
you don't want to hit the wrong side.
Right.
So at this point, if you kind of shift it between your fingers, you can feel it
nesting.
nest and seat next to the seam.
Okay.
And so you can see that that point is going to match up perfectly.
For sure.
Yeah.
And so we'll go ahead and
Okay.
give those to you.
Oh, good.
Magically, it turns into a
amazing.
beautiful pinwheel.
Okay, I love that.
Now, our next problem with the pinwheel is what?
Well, the bulky center, I can think
You
of right
can
off.
feel that. It's
Yes.
really bulky, huh? To reduce that bulk in your seam, there is, if we open up this seam, there is a little thread right here.
Oh, yeah.
And so we're going to clip that thread right there.
Ooh, me.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
And now we can see that
You
that's going
opened
to
it?
open up.
Okay.
So it's the thread. A lot
It's
of people
one
will
thread.
often ask, which thread are we cutting?
Right. So it's just the top
There's,
one.
yeah. So
Okay.
there's only one thread there.
Yeah.
So we don't want to go through and open the whole
Right.
seam. We just want that one little thread.
Yeah.
So, and you can see I've got a little straggler
As
there.
long as you don't cut all the way through.
Right.
One of the ways that I will tell people is look at the last seam that you sewed. So if it was this seam and it was vertical, you find the seam that goes horizontal into it.
Okay.
And that's the thread you clip.
That you clip.
Okay.
So whichever's the
That's
last
good,
one,
too.
go in horizontal, perpendicular to it, and that's the one.
And then you clip it.
And I know Kris likes to spin the seam.
I do.
Yes.
So you just hold your thumb and finger and just spin it.
It's magical.
Yes.
But what you end up with is like a little four square. So
Yes.
you've got your little 4 squares
You
there.
have your little pinwheel and
I
a
love
tiny back.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a pinwheel in a
Yeah.
pinwheel.
So now that it's ironed down, when it gets
It
ironed
really-
down, it'll be nice and
it
flat.
looks
So
nice.
even
It
right
does.
now, it's a huge difference. But we just wanted to show how easy it is to do a pinwheel and how to get that seam flat.
Lucky.
I love that.
That is
Yeah.
great.